Alright, so you ever have that feeling where, like, you show, but you've never actually sat down and watched it in your life? Well, that's how it is between me and SpongeBob. Like, I've never actually watched the show. I've just seen a bunch of clips online, like, a lot. But, I decided today's finally the day where I watch the show and do a review on it. Because, why not? I'm out of ideas. And I've also decided to turn me watching a bunch of random kids shows I never got into a series because why not? And before you ask, no, I did not grow up in one of those strict households that didn't let me watch the show. Because and I still know why I never got into it. Because honestly, 8-year-old me would have loved it. But anyways, here are my thoughts on SpongeBob SquarePants. Alright, so first I want to touch on the humor. Now, I could at least get some of the jokes, unlike in Young Sheldon, that abysmal show. Like they're. Although sadly, I couldn't really laugh at them since they were catered more towards younger kids, obviously, I'm older than the target age demographic, which yeah, so naturally, I'm not really gonna get most of the jokes, which I'm sure 8-year-old me would have eaten it up. But sadly, I'm not 8 years old anymore. And I've also become a lot more cynical since then. Which, it's just like the jokes aren't really made for anyone over the age of 12, except for the adult jokes, which, once again, I could get some of them, but I still didn't laugh at any of them. Although, like I said, the the humor's not made for anyone over the age of 12 because, and that's okay, because the show's not made it for anyone over the age of 12. Alright, so next I want to talk about the characters. Now, I'd say my favorite character would probably have to be Squidward, since, he's the most relatable of the bunch, and naturally he's going to be the most relatable since he's the most cynical, you know? So, yeah. I say SpongeBob himself is probably a close second. Just think the main reason why he's not number one is simply because, he's a his voice can be a bit annoying at times, and I just don't find him as relatable. Plus, I've gotten closer to laughing at Squidward than any time I could. I've gotten close to laughing at SpongeBob. Squidward's just funnier to me. So yeah, now I want to touch on just how stupid the plots are. Like, from all the episodes I watched, like, they all had some pretty dumb plots. Like, oh, in one episode, SpongeBob couldn't figure out how to tie his shoes, and oh, one episode he stunk and everyone hated it. And, ooh, Patrick can't get an award because he's lazy, and then he gets an award for being lazy. And, just, or like, ooh, Squidward tries to get a day off, but keeps on worrying that SpongeBob will destroy the Krusty Krab. Or, ooh, Krusty Krab becomes a cuddly crab. By the way, yes, that actually is what the plots of the episodes I watched were. I just think they're dumb, and I love how dumb they are, since, the show's supposed to be dumb. It literally makes you dumber. Like, which, yeah, let's face it. Show making you dumber is probably why a lot of kids weren't allowed to watch it growing up. It's probably one of the most kid-friendly shows I've ever seen in my life. Because, like I said, it's not really made for anyone over the age of 12. And, yeah, but still, I don't mind a little bit of a less dumb plot. Alright, so now I want to touch on the the logic of that universe. Like, please explain to me how Pearl is Mr. Krabs' star when she's not even a crab. Is she adopted or something? Like, apparently they never say that she's adopted, so I mean, I think she's adopted, and like, just makes no sense. Like, is her mother a whale or something, and lean towards more towards her mother's side or something? Like, just makes no sense. And then yeah. Plus, also, just bad breath can just take people out instantly. Makes no sense. And also, how is some sponge able to play music with a piece of paper? Just makes no sense. And yeah. So, yeah. Now I want to touch on my power scaling for SpongeBob. So, I've never really seen him do anything that's even remotely powerful besides take out an entire marching band with bad breath. And, but, that's really it. So, that definitely, but yeah, that's like his best feat that I've seen him do. Which, even so, I mean, yeah, just people say that he's like boundless, but he's not boundless. Not even close to boundless. I'd say he's like planetary at best. So that's that definitely annoys me a little bit. But yeah, I guess if I were to say my full opinion, I mean, yeah, it's a fun show that I'll probably never watch again because number one, I'm not really too invested in it to really care about becoming like a full-on obsessive watcher. And number two, I don't really have any way to watch it outside of YouTube. So yeah, will I be buying like a Squidward plush, some DVD of the episodes, the movie, or some game like Battle for Bikini Bottom? No, of course not. So yeah, those are my thoughts on SpongeBob SquarePants. Bloodshot Spider out.